Hey guys, my name is Nora Franch, and welcome to the podcast Grateful Blessed Mess, daily reflections for those in the 12 steps. I am a fellow 12-stepper and certified mindset coach, and I am here to introduce you to the value of mindset coaching in your 12-step journey. So if you feel like you are stuck in the steps, if you're slipping and sliding with your abstinence, mindset coaching may help you as it did me, and you can find me at CatholicMindsetCoaching.com. These episodes are meant to invite you in to consider the truths of 12-step wisdom and to join in the very real struggle of living them in action. I hope that it feels almost like a mini meeting, and I invite you to contribute your own share on the Grateful Blessed Mess Facebook group to keep the discussion going. My comments are based on my own experience, so feel free to take what you like and leave the rest. But my hope is to encourage you on your own daily 12-step journey. As they say, you cannot stay clean on yesterday's shower. So without further ado, let's begin. Okay, a day at a time, February 6th. I used to be an expert at unrealistic self-appraisal. At certain times, I would look only at that part of my life that seemed good. When I would magnify whatever real or imagined virtues I had attained. Next, I would pat myself on the back for the fantastic job I had been doing in program. Naturally, this generated a craving for still more quote-unquote accomplishments and still greater approval. Wasn't that the pattern of my days during active addiction? The difference now, though, is that I can use the best alibi known, the spiritual alibi. Do I sometimes rationalize willful actions and nonsensical behavior in the name of spiritual objectives? Today I pray, higher power, help me to know if I still crave attention and approval to the point of inflating my own virtues and magnifying my accomplishments in the program or anywhere. May I keep a realistic perspective about my good points, even as I learn to respect myself. Today I will remember, learn to control inflation. So again, we have this theme in the past few days of like self-love, self-worth, and this one really being like loving the reality that is me and the humility of what I am and what I'm not. This just screams of humility to me. You know, we can overdo anything. And they're talking about their own spiritual virtues. Well, vice is just the excess or deficit of any given virtue. And if you want to go for it one time, I would love to go head to head with someone and like, give me a virtue. I'll give you any extreme of the, vice of in excess or deficit. Or if you can give me a vice, I can tell you where we're at and I can identify the virtue. This is like what I have fun with. Like kids like to play with Play-Doh. This is what I like to do in my mind. Like that is fun for me because it's become a little bit of an obsession. But that's what vice is. It is just over underdoing any given virtue, which actually, it brings me to compassion, like every single time, because then it's not that I'm like bad or wrong. It's just that, I just missed it by a little bit, in certain reading, certain philosophies, they talk about missing the mark. And it's, you were aiming at the target, but, you were just a little bit off or your vision was a little skewed or you got scared and went, and the arrow flew. It's just missing the mark because deep down we were made good. And so whenever we're going after something, our intentions, there's something good in them. Even if they're evil and nasty, there's something that we think we're pursuing something good. And so anytime we're in vice, even if it's inflating my own spiritual progress, if you're seeking approval, it's just the desire to know that you're good. And you're just looking for it in the wrong place. Because other people can't tell you that. That only comes from your higher power. And that's where I stand. That is my bedrock. And that's something that I just continue to struggle with and struggled with so much. And this has been a big thing. I seek from those close to me to be seen, to know that I'm okay. So ooh, did you notice how clean the kitchen was when you got home? or like, ooh, I don't know. I finally finished reading a book. Like, tell me I'm good. It's it's because I have this judgment of like, oh my gosh, it takes me forever to read a book. It's because I have no discipline. It's because I'm slow. It's because I have to look up words all the time. I have this inner criticism of myself. And because I'm doubting my own goodness, because I'm choosing not to believe that I am good deep down, that's at the root of it, I think. I am constantly seeking from other people to tell me that I'm good. And either they don't give it to me and then I'm angry and resentful at them, or they do and I don't believe them. And so it's this false mirage that I need you to tell me I'm good in order for me to know that I'm good. And it's something that I've chased and chased and chased. And the reality of it is, because I don't believe it deep down, even if you give me what I want, I won't accept it. So fascinating. Let me know if you relate. With that, I pass.
Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you feel that mindset coaching could help you on your 12-step journey, please feel free to reach out and find me at catholicmindsetcoaching.com. But more than that, it's important to me to give listeners like yourself a place where you do not need to feel alone on your 12-step journey. And for that reason, I've created a Facebook group. It's called Grateful Blessed Mess. And it's a place where listeners can go to add their own commentary on the share for the day, in addition to my own, and for us just to have a conversation or start a back and forth where people can find support in their 12-step journey. This is not a replacement for 12-step work. This is something outside of the 12 steps. It is simply something that has a heart for the 12 steps and those who are in it. And so, welcome. If you are here, chances are you may also be a bit of a mess. And I hope that you can learn to find some gratitude in the blessings that have come from your messes.